Hey folks, this is Justin from the Leonidas Knives and Gear channel, and I have with me here the LSK-01, the large survival knife Model 1 made by Half-Breed Blades. Half-Breed Blades is the sister company of Hardcore Hardware of Australia. I've done several testing and review videos for some of their tools, including this knife and several others. So if you haven't checked those out, please do, because this is kind of leading into the topic here of how I sharpen or field sharpen D2 tool steel. Now this video is not a debate on what types of steels to use on knives. Half-Breed Blades and Hardcore Hardware of Australia, they have chosen their steel as D2 for various reasons, and I think it's a pretty good choice for a hard use outdoor bushcraft survival and tactical style knives. It's probably not the best choice for certain folding knives and you know, just everyday use knives, but for a hard use utility tool, pretty solid in my opinion. So not going to have a big debate on that. It's their steel of choice. That's the deal. So I get some questions on how to sharpen this or my methods to doing that. And D2, overall it is a harder and tougher steel. Not necessarily super steel, but it's got pretty good edge retention with a good heat treat. But that being said, once you damage that edge, it's going to take a little bit more care than some of your basic stainless steels and like your high carbon steels out there. So I just wanted to share my thoughts and go over you know, kind of my concepts of how to maintain that. So I'm just going to do a quick edge cutting test and just show you the knife is sharp. Just sort of a paper cutting test. It's a good way to check that out, and the knife passes. Got a good, I'll call it a field edge. Is it the best, sharpest edge you'll ever see? Not necessarily, but it's good enough to get a lot of things done. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chop and baton some of this, I believe it is red oak, so, and it is very well dried out. And it should lightly damage, if anything, abrade the edge on this knife. This red oak is tough. There we go. All right, so at least the coating has taken a beating, and I would say the edge certainly has taken some. Let's do a quick paper test. All right, so yeah, so that edge has taken some abuse on there. Okay, still cuts. All right, so the first thing I'm usually going to work with, like I said, if this is field sharpening, I have the Lansky puck, and it has like a light medium grit on one side and then a heavy grit, and depending on how bad the knife is, there's nicks or chips. This is what I start with. In this case, I'm probably gonna start with the lighter grit side. And now I don't normally carry honing oil with me, but if you do have like a cooking oil, something that with you, that will work great. Or just water, just some sort of lubricant to work the puck. And I'm gonna use it on the lighter grit side. And the puck, use my cloth here. And there's two ways you can use the puck. You can just work your way down the blade at an angle, or what you do for a lot of axes and hatchets, which works for larger knives, is use a rotating motion. Let's see here, lay my hand, there we go. Give it a rotating motion and kind of do both methods. Circular rotating, I'm going counterclockwise. I don't necessarily think it matters, me being right-handed. Counterclockwise works for me. So work that edge. I'm going to get both sides fairly evenly. but I kind of count off time perhaps and work on that edge. Hit the other side one more time. All right, got my cloth here. This is a Flitz microfiber towel. It's a really great. And for the fine tuning, have a ceramic rod here. I don't remember who it was made by. They're pretty standard. You get them a lot of knife shops or online. And used to do about 3 on each side. And however many times, you know, maybe about 3 on each side for, if you up to 10 times, something like that, about 30 strokes. Trying to maintain a consistent angle. Now another thing that I work with, since if it's not a field sharpening, is to start with the puck, and I use the Spyderco Sharp Maker, and that's a really great tool to keep in a workshop. That's what I keep in my shop. Fantastic for everything from folding knives to larger fixed blade knives. It even handles serrations. Okay. Also diamond sharpeners, diamond rods, or other types. Okay. Oh yeah, acceptable. Smooth as butter. Nope. All right, so that's how I do it, relatively quickly. Works for me. For some reason, I've not really gravitated towards diamond sharpeners. I like natural stones, ceramic, and I'm really digging that Spyderco Sharp Maker. And then lastly, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to 2 products that I use for knife maintenance, and that is the Red-Eyed Hog Beef Fat. This is a mix between pork fat and beeswax, and this is really good to coat on your high carbon steel blades. And the D2 is rust. It does inhibit rust. It's like a semi stainless steel. Unless if your blades aren't coated, I would do something to protect them. Either way, even stainless steel. And then another really great product that I use is the Flitz Polish, and that is for those jobs, knives that have gone in disrepair and have a lot of rust on them and issues. Also, the Flitz microfiber cloth works really well. And I have a discount code for Flitz for 20% off on their website. And if you type in the uppercase letters MRL 20, that was for Mr. Leonidas 20, so it's MRL 20% off the Flitz website. Really great deal, folks. So if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for your time.